People were laughing. Phones were recording. A poor old woman stood barefoot. She was crying. In front of a rich glass office. She said, "Please, my son is inside." The billionaire boss came out. He looked at her. Everyone went quiet. Then he said, in front of all, "I have no mother. Take this mad woman away." That day, he thought he killed her shame. He did not know that one sentence had already started killing him. Subscribe now. If this story touched you, the office was tall and quiet. Glass walls, cold air, soft lights. Workers moved fast. No one joked. Fear lived in that place. Kola owned the building. He wore a dark suit. His watch shined. People stood when he passed. At the front desk, a poor old woman stood still. Her wrapper was faded. Her feet were bare. Dust covered her toes. She held a small torn bag. Her hands shook. Her eyes were red from crying. She spoke to the receptionist. Her voice was weak. "I want to see my son," she said. The receptionist looked up. She laughed. "Madam, our boss is a billionaire," she said. "He is not your village son." People nearby heard it. Some laughed. Some shook their heads. The old woman did not move. She bowed small. "I walked from the bus park," she said. "I have not eaten. I need to see him." Security stepped closer. One guard sighed. "You cannot be here," he said. She begged. She held the desk. "Please," she said. "I have something important. It is about his life." Phones came out. Someone started recording. Another person smiled. A big client stood nearby. He watched everything. His eyes stayed on Kola's office door. The lift opened. Kola stepped out. The room went quiet. He stopped when he saw her. His face changed. Just for 1 second. The old woman looked up. Her eyes filled with hope. "Kola," she said. Her voice was soft, like a mother calling a child. He froze. People watched him. Phones moved closer. The client stood beside him. She walked 1 step forward. "My son," she said. "I have no one. Please help me." His jaw tightened. His heart raced. He knew her. He knew that voice. But pride rose fast. Fear rose too. Too many eyes. Too much shame. He looked at her. Then he looked away. "I don't know this woman," he said. A gasp filled the room. Her hands fell. Her bag dropped. Her body shook. Phones zoomed in. People whispered. She cried out. She called his childhood name. The name only family knew. Security grabbed her arms. She screamed. She begged. She called him again. Kola turned his back. He walked away. His hands shook. But no one saw that. The doors closed behind him. Outside, the old woman fell to her knees. The sun burned her skin. People passed by. Inside, Kola sat at his desk. He stared at nothing. His chest felt tight. He signed papers. He smiled for the client. But the silence stayed. And it had just begun.
Hello, I'm Cairo. Welcome to African Tales. Today's story is special. Stay with me. Subscribe.
The rain fell hard on the village that night. Water ran through the mud paths. The small house leaked from the roof. Young Kola sat on the floor. His stomach hurt from hunger. He pressed his hand on it. He said nothing. His mother stood near the fire. She turned roasted corn with care. Her hands were tired. Her back ached. She looked at Kola. She smiled. "Eat this," she said. She gave him the corn. She did not take any. Kola noticed. "Mama, eat," he said. She shook her head. "I am full," she lied. That was not true. She had not eaten all day. The next morning, she went to the farm. The sun was hot. Her feet burned on the ground. She worked on other people's land. She bent. She lifted. She cleaned weeds. At noon, she drank water only. She saved money, all for her son. Villagers watched her. Some whispered. Some laughed. All this stress for one boy. A woman said, "When money comes, he will forget you." She laughed softly. My son will not forget me. She said, God is watching. Weeks passed. School time came. Kola came home one day. His face was low. Mama, he said, they want exam money. She nodded. She went inside the room. She brought out her wrapper. It was clean. It was her best one. She touched it for a long time. Her eyes grew wet. The next day, she sold it at the market. She came back with small money. No wrapper on her body. Only an old cloth. She gave the money to Kola. Read well, she said. Do not shame me. That night, the cold was strong. She shivered. She pulled the old cloth tight. Kola slept. She stayed awake. She knelt near the bed. She joined her hands. She prayed. God, she whispered, lift my son. Take my pain. Just save him. She said his name many times. Each time, her voice broke. Years passed. Kola grew taller. He became sharp. People noticed him. A man from the city came one day. He spoke about school, about chances. That night, Kola told his mother, I want to go, he said. She nodded. Her heart hurt, but she smiled. Go, she said. If God lifts you, do not forget who wiped your tears. He left the village. She watched the bus drive away. Dust filled her eyes. She waved. He did not look back. In the city, Kola learned fast. Life was hard, but he pushed on. He called his mother at first, then less, then not at all. Back in the village, she waited. She kept his old shoes, his books, his photo. One evening, she heard his name on the radio. They called him a rising star. She smiled. Tears ran down her face. That night, she prayed again. Thank you, God, she said. In the city, Kola sat in a big office. Rain tapped on the glass. He remembered the fire, the corn, the prayer. His chest felt tight. He shook his head. He signed a paper. The memory faded, but the silence stayed. The old woman was pushed outside the building. Her feet slipped on the smooth ground. She almost fell. The sun was hot. The road burned. Cars passed fast. She held her chest. Her breath came slow. People walked around her. No one stopped. Some laughed. Some pointed. Some shook their heads and moved on. She sat near the gate. Her torn bag lay beside her. Her hands still shook. A young cleaner watched from the door. The girl was new. She wore a blue uniform. Her face was kind. She followed the old woman outside. Mama, she said softly. Are you okay? The old woman looked up. Her eyes were tired. My daughter, she said. I am fine. They sat under a small tree. The shade was thin. The air was heavy. The cleaner gave her water. The old woman drank slowly. You called him your son, the girl said. The old woman nodded. He is my only child, she said. I carried him on my back. I fed him with pain. Tears fell from her eyes. I came because he stopped picking my calls, she said. He changed when money came. The cleaner felt cold inside. She listened. I did not come to beg for money, the old woman said. I came with news. News that can save his life. The cleaner's eyes widened. What kind of news? She asked. The old woman touched her bag. She brought out a small paper. It was folded many times. There is sickness in our blood, she said. His father's family hid it. They lied to him. The cleaner leaned closer. Did you tell him? She asked. The old woman shook her head. He did not listen, she said. He denied me. A loud horn sounded. The old woman flinched. She stood up slowly. I must go, she said. God has seen my effort. The cleaner held her arm. Let me help you, she said. The old woman smiled. You have done enough, she said. Do not lose your job. She walked away. Her steps were weak. Her back was bent. The cleaner watched her leave. Her heart felt heavy. The old woman reached another tree by the road. She sat down again. She breathed hard. She held the paper tight. Her lips moved in prayer. If he will not listen, she whispered, God will. Her cough grew deep. Her body shook. The wind blew. The paper slipped from her hand. It fell near her feet. She did not notice. A bus passed. Dust filled the air. She closed her eyes for a moment. Tears rolled down her face. The cleaner stood far away. She watched. Fear held her back. She wanted to run. She wanted to shout, but she stayed silent. If this story feels real, do not look away. Subscribe now. Some stories save lives. The old woman slowly stood up again. She picked her bag. She walked into the crowd. The paper stayed on the ground. The camera stayed there. The paper moved with the wind. No one knew what was written on it, and the silence grew heavier. That night, the video spread fast. It moved from phone to phone, from office chat to group chat. Workers laughed. Some sent emojis. Some sent voice notes. Did you see boss today? That village woman was bold. Mad woman came to claim a billionaire. Kola lay on his bed. The room was dark. His wife slept beside him. He held his phone. He watched the video alone. The sound was low. He saw her face. The fear. The pain. His chest beat fast. He paused the video. He locked the phone. He turned to the wall. Sleep did not come. The next morning, the cleaner came early. She swept the front gate. Her eyes searched the ground. She saw the paper near the tree. It was dirty, half wet. She picked it up. Her hands shook. She opened it slowly. Her eyes moved across the lines. It was a medical report. Names were written. Dates were written. She did not understand all, but one line stood out. Rare blood sickness. Family history. Her heart jumped. She read more. There was a note under it. The writing was shaky. My son, it said, they lied to you about your father. Come home. Your life may depend on it. The cleaner felt cold. She remembered the old woman's words. She folded the paper. She looked around. Office doors opened. People rushed in. She ran inside. Her breath was fast. She went to the front desk. I need to see him, she said. It is important. The receptionist frowned. Go back to work, she said. This is not your place. The cleaner waited. She watched the lift. The lift opened. Kola stepped out. He looked tired. His face was hard. She stepped forward. Her mouth went dry. Before she spoke, his phone rang. A big name showed on the screen. He walked away fast. The cleaner stood still. The paper felt heavy in her hand. Later that day, Kola sat in his office. The video played again on his screen. He watched it, this time with sound. Her voice filled the room. My son. His head hurt. He pressed his eyes shut. Outside, the cleaner waited. Fear held her feet. She thought of her job, her rent, her food. She stepped back. Kola stood up. He looked at the city below. Cars moved like ants. He breathed deep. He pushed the memory down. He picked his jacket. He walked out. The cleaner watched him leave. The paper was still in her hand. She whispered, I tried. And the silence moved closer. The boardroom was wide and bright. Glass walls showed the city below. Cars moved like small ants. Men and women sat around a long table. Clean suits, calm faces, sharp eyes. This deal was important. Very important. People said it would make history. They said Kola would become one of the richest men. Kola sat at the head of the table. His back was straight. His face was hard. A black pen lay near his hand. Papers were ready. Outside the boardroom, the cleaner stood still. Her heart beat fast. The folded paper was in her pocket. She walked to the receptionist again. Her voice shook. Please, she said. I need to see him. It is about his life. The receptionist looked at her. Her eyes were cold. If you lose your job, she said, will that old woman feed you? The cleaner froze. Fear washed over her. Inside the room, one investor stood up. He smiled. He spoke about profit, about growth, about power. Numbers filled the screen. Everyone nodded. Kola listened. He kept his face calm, but inside, something moved. His head spun. Just for a moment, his vision blurred. The lights felt too bright. His hand shook. The pen slipped a little. He held it tight. Focus, he told himself. This is not the time. He remembered the office floor, the crying woman, the phones. He pushed it away. The papers were pushed toward him. The room went quiet. Outside, the cleaner pressed her back to the wall. Her hands trembled. She closed her eyes. She wanted to run inside. She could not move. Kola lifted the pen. His chest felt tight. He signed the papers. Claps filled the room. Smiles spread. Cameras flashed. People stood up. They shook his hand. Congratulations, they said. Kola stood too. He forced a smile. He gave a short speech. This deal, he said, is just the beginning. Outside, a loud siren passed the building. An ambulance rushed by. No one looked. Inside, pain hit him again. Harder this time. His chest burned. His breath slowed. For a second, the room went dark. He held the table. Then he stood straight. People laughed. They did not notice. The meeting ended. People walked out happy. Kola walked slowly to his office. Sweat ran down his face. The cleaner saw him pass. Their eyes almost met. She touched the paper in her pocket. Her lips shook, but she stayed silent. Kola closed his office door. He sat alone. He loosened his tie. His hands still shook. Messages filled his phone. Praise, pride, power. But the pain stayed, and the silence grew louder. Kola reached home late that night. The mansion lights were on. The house felt empty. He dropped his keys on the table. The sound echoed. It felt loud. His wife came out of the room. She looked worried. "You are late," she said. "You look tired." "I am fine," he replied. His voice was sharp. She followed him inside. He sat on the sofa. He held his chest for a second. She noticed it. Her eyes grew wide. "Are you okay?" she asked. "It is stress," he said. "Too much work." Later that night, a doctor came. A private one. Quiet and fast. The doctor checked his pulse. His face changed. "This is strange," the doctor said. "Your heartbeat is not normal for your age." Kola frowned. "I don't have time for sickness," he said. "Fix it." The doctor stayed calm. "I suggest deeper tests," he said. Kola stood up. His anger rose. "Do you know who I am?" he asked. "I cannot be weak." The doctor said nothing. He packed his tools. After he left, the house fell quiet. Kola's wife sat near him. She hesitated. "I saw the video," she said softly. "The woman at your office." Kola's jaw tightened. "Is she really your mother?" she asked. His eyes flashed. "My mother is dead," he said. The words hit the room, hard. She looked hurt. She said nothing. Kola walked away. His steps were fast, but his eyes were wet. That night, sleep did not come. The bed felt cold. He turned left. He turned right. In his head, a voice called his name. The old name. The village name. "Mama," he whispered. Silence answered. "The search has begun. Time is running out. Subscribe now. Do not miss what comes next." He turned on the TV. Noise filled the room. He turned it off. The silence came back. Stronger. He played music. Loud. He stopped it. Her voice returned. "My son." He sat up. His breath shook. He walked through the big house. Rooms passed by. Cold and empty. He stood in front of the mirror. He did not like what he saw. A strong man, but broken inside. He picked up his phone. His fingers shook. He opened his contacts. He scrolled. Her name was there, saved long ago. "Mama." He stared at it. He pressed call. The phone rang once, then stopped. A message appeared. "Number not in service." His heart dropped. He sat on the floor. His back against the wall. The house felt too big, too quiet. He covered his face. Outside, the wind blew. Trees moved. The night stayed still, and the silence began to speak. Morning came slow. Kola did not sleep. His eyes were red. His head hurt. He stood up from the floor. His body felt heavy. He washed his face. He looked at himself. He looked older. He picked his phone. No missed calls. No message. He made a choice. He called his driver. "Go to the office street," he said. "Find the old woman. Ask around." The driver agreed. Hours passed. Kola sat in his office. He could not focus. Emails stayed unread. Meetings meant nothing. His chest felt tight again. He took slow breaths. The driver called back. "No one has seen her," he said. "Some say she left that day." Kola closed his eyes. Fear rose. He stood up fast. "Prepare the car," he said. "We are going to the village." The road was long. The city faded behind them. Tall buildings turned to trees. Noise turned to quiet. When they reached the village, people stared. Big cars. Dark glass. Guards. Whispers followed him. "That is her son. The one who forgot." Kola stepped out. The ground felt strange under his shoes. An old man stood near the road. He did not greet Kola. Kola nodded. The man looked away. Shame burned. Kola walked faster. He reached the small house. The door was open. Inside was dust. Old mats lay on the floor. No food. No fire. Only silence. He walked inside. His steps slowed. On the wall hung a torn photo. A young boy. A smiling woman. Him. And his mother. His throat closed. A neighbor woman stood at the door. Her face was tired. "You came late," she said. Kola turned fast. "Where is my mother?" he asked. The woman sighed. "She went to the city," she said, "to look for you." Kola swallowed hard. "She came back weak," the woman continued. "She was coughing. She could not stand well." Kola's heart raced. Where is she now? He asked. The woman did not answer. She only looked down the road. Kola followed her eyes. At the end of the path stood a small clinic. Paint peeled off the walls. Fans turned slow. Fear hit him hard. He ran. His guards followed. People watched. He reached the clinic door. His hands shook. He pushed it open. The smell of medicine filled the air. Old beds lined the room. A nurse looked up. She saw his face. She paused. I am looking for my mother, Kola said. His voice broke. The nurse studied him, then nodded. She is here, she said. She is very weak. Kola's knees almost gave way. He walked slowly now. Each step felt heavy. He reached the bed, and there she was. Smaller, thinner, breathing slow. His mother. Tears filled his eyes. He whispered, Mama. Her eyes moved. They opened. She smiled. Kola dropped to his knees. The floor was cold. He did not care. Tears ran down his face. He held the bed. Mama, he cried. I am sorry. She looked at him. Her smile was weak, but it was real. My son, she said. You came. He held her hand. It felt light. Too light. I was ashamed, he said. I denied you. I hurt you. She touched his head. Her hand shook. I carried you on my back, she said. You carried shame in your heart. His chest broke. He cried louder. I feared people, he said. I feared eyes. I feared laughter. She nodded slowly. I know, she said. The world is loud, but love is quiet. She coughed. Her body shook. A nurse rushed in. She adjusted the drip, then stepped back. The room fell silent again. There is something you must know, his mother said. He leaned closer. He listened. Your father was rich, she said. His family rejected me. They called me a curse. Kola froze. They took you, she said. They told you lies. They said I was nothing. His hands trembled. There is sickness in his blood, she said. It runs in the family. Kola remembered the pain. The shaking hands. The dark moments. I found out years ago, she said. I kept records. I asked questions. She pointed under the bed. To the metal box, she said. Kola reached for it. He pulled it out. Inside were old papers. Medical notes. Names. Places. There is a cure, she said. An old one. Herbs. A specialist in the city. She breathed hard. I came to warn you, she said. I came to save you. Tears fell on the papers. Kola shook. I failed you, he said. She smiled again. You are here now, she said. She squeezed his hand. Her strength faded. One more thing, she whispered. She tried to speak. Her breath broke. Her cough grew loud. Her body shook hard. The machine beside the bed beeped fast, then faster. Mama, Kola said. Please. Her eyes searched his face. Live, she said. Do not waste time. Do not deny love. Her hand slipped from his. The beeping grew sharp. Nurses ran in. Doctors rushed. Kola, step back, someone said. He stood frozen. His mind went blank. They worked fast. They shouted orders. He watched from the corner. His heart pounded. The machine screamed. Then it stopped. The room went still. A deep silence filled the clinic. Kola fell to the floor. The box lay open beside him. And time stood still. The doctors moved fast. They pushed Kola out of the room. Please, he cried. That is my mother. Axo. The door closed. Kola stood in the hallway. His legs felt weak. His hands shook. The sound of machines filled the air. Beep, beep. Each sound cut his heart. He pressed his back to the wall. He slid down. He sat on the floor. Memories hit him. Her voice. Her food. Her prayers. Minutes felt like years. Nurses walked past. No one spoke to him. The beeping stopped. The silence came. A doctor walked out. His face was low. His eyes were tired. He did not speak. He did not need to. Kola knew. His chest burned. His breath broke. He pushed past the doctor. He entered the room. The bed was still. Too still. His mother lay there. Her eyes were closed. Her face was calm. She was gone. Kola fell to his knees again. He held the bed. Mama, he whispered. No answer. He touched her hand. It was cold. All the years rushed back. The calls he ignored. The visits he delayed. The shame he chose. If I listened earlier, he cried, you would not walk that far alone. If I accepted you. he said. You would not sleep outside. If I picked your call, he said, I could have saved you. His voice broke. The room stayed quiet. Only his crying filled it. He saw the metal box on the chair. He opened it again. The papers shook in his hands. The cure, the warning, the truth. She carried it alone. She carried it in silence. Now the silence belonged to him. He sat there for a long time. No one rushed him. Outside, the world moved on. Cars passed. People laughed. Life continued. Inside, Cola's life stopped. Later, he stood up slowly. His body felt heavy. He walked out of the clinic. The sun felt harsh. People looked at him. He did not see them. The box stayed in his hands. Pain moved inside his chest again. Stronger this time. He knew. The sickness was growing. He looked back at the clinic door. Tears filled his eyes. He had the cure now, but he lost the one who brought it. The silence followed him, and it would never leave. Months passed slowly. Time did not heal Cola. It only showed the damage. He started treatment early. Doctors gave him medicine. Some days, it helped. Some days, it did nothing. His body felt weak. His legs shook when he walked. Pain lived inside his chest. He learned to rest often. Strong men do not like rest, but sickness does not care. At work, things began to fall. Slow at first, then fast. The big deal lost value. Partners asked questions. Meetings were canceled. The old office video came back. People shared it again. This time, with anger, comments filled the screen. If he denied his mother, how can he be trusted? Staff lost respect. Some stopped greeting him. Some resigned quietly. Friends stayed away. Phones stopped ringing. The mansion felt empty. Cola sold his cars. One after another. He sold watches. He sold art. He sold pride. Hospital bills grew. Medicine cost more. Money left fast. The big house became quiet. Too quiet. One morning, Cola left the city. No guards. No luxury cars. Just him and silence. He returned to the village. The place he once ran from. Dust touched his shoes. The road felt familiar. People watched him. Some remembered the shame. Some felt pity. He did not speak much. With what was left of his money, he built something small. A care center. Simple walls. Clean beds. A place for old parents. A place for tired souls. A sign stood outside. No parent should walk alone. Old women came. Old men came. Cola welcomed them. He bent low. He washed their feet. He served food. He listened to their stories. Some smiled. Some cried. But inside, Cola was still broken. At night, he sat alone. He talked to the dark room. Mama, he said, I wish I listened. Only silence replied. One evening, he went to her grave. The sky was calm. The wind was soft. He sat beside the stone. The ground felt cold. I chose pride, he said. I lost love. I was loud in public, he said, but silent at home. Tears fell on the soil. After a long time, he stood up. His voice was low, but clear. Some sounds are loud, he said, but the loudest sound is silence. Money can buy noise, he said, but it cannot silence guilt. If your mother still calls you, pick that call. Before the line goes dead, he placed his hand on the grave. He closed his eyes. The trees moved. The wind passed. No voice came back. Only silence. If this story touched your heart, do not scroll away. Like this video, share it with someone you love, and subscribe, because some lessons should not be learned too late.